There is a cultural shift that's happening. And my cousin Sundas always says something. She's, by the way, usually the co-host over here, but she hasn't
she's not here.
come today. She was busy.
Hmm.
But she always says that, if we decide to make a change now, like a cultural shift, agar yahan pe hoti hai abhi, that's still going to take a course of 2 to 3 generations to come and to complete. That cycle would complete, and then everybody would move on. Nobody would remember this generation or the things we were doing.
Yeah.
And I agree with her.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with there not being economic opportunity and art being a high risk activity in the first place everywhere in the world. Well, in America, there was Hollywood, so there would be like, acha, Hollywood mein itne zyada log employ ho rahe hain, there's a whole industry. But if your industry is smaller and your population is still large, then the high risk of it increases, right? So the discouraging aspects of them rear up as well. So you got to revive the industry for the stigma to go away. And I think that's slowly happening, man.
It is.
I mean, you and I hopefully are playing a part of
Inshallah,
that
man.
thing.
At least we're trying. At least we're not trying.
Yeah.
At least we're trying. And that was one of the reasons why I moved to Pakistan. जब मैं कनाडा में था, मैंने यही सोचा था, मैंने कहा कि यार पाकिस्तान में जाना है, क्योंकि इस वक्त पाकिस्तान में अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मुझे इसलिए ज़्यादा नज़र आ रही थी क्योंकि पाकिस्तान की फिल्म इंडस्ट्री इस वक्त रॉक बॉटम पे है. इससे ज़्यादा नीचे जा नहीं सकती. If there's anything that's going to happen to the film industry, it's going to go up.
Yeah.
And if I can add to that, I would be proud sometime later in my elderly...
What about TV? Have you thought of television?
I have, man. And television just doesn't... If I'm completely honest, television doesn't creatively inspire me. And that is the only reason why I've stayed away from it. I've had some opportunities. I've had some good offers, actually. But the only reason कि मैं नहीं करना चाह रहा is not because I'm too egotistic या फिर मैं अपने आप को बहुत बड़ा समझ रहा हूँ या जो भी है. It just doesn't creatively inspire me. I feel like the stories, they revolve around one character, and that character happens to be some sort of a woman who's in a position of either a saas, bahu या बेटी. And I feel like वो बस वो ही चलता रह रहा है. There are really creative television series being produced now, but I'm talking about the vast majority.
And they're also mostly going on web series.
Yes.
Like they're going on television.
And I'm very open to do something that creatively inspires me or creatively challenges me, but not Saas Bahu.
Yeah.
That is just something
done to death. It's over, man. And plus, like the audience, like, so you're already making an impact on. I'm assuming this will be the way out for you. By way, I mean the wazan wala way, not the way out. Okay. Is you're already making something on YouTube. You already have an impact. Now, do you want to do something that caters to only aunties sitting at home cooking food and watching TV? Because that's the demographic that Hum TV or all these Saas Bahu drama hosting TV channels.
Yeah. And that is why they don't take risks. That is why they don't produce films that they think would work. For example, like I'm very sure about this. I think Artugrul इसीलिए इतना हिट हुआ है क्योंकि लोग थक गए हैं. लोगों को चाहिए था कुछ नया, और वो एक ज़बरदस्त पैकेज के अंदर, एक ज़बरदस्त प्रोडक्शन के साथ, एक नैरेटिव के साथ, जो भी थी उनकी डायरेक्शन जैसी भी थी, लेकिन एक प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी, like it looked nice.
Yeah.
And people appreciated it.
Dude, and you know the strangest thing I found out, I was working on this social media awards thing, Hum ke liye. And in there, people were telling me that Hum translated Artugrul into Urdu, put it on their channel, nobody saw it. For a year, it was running like that. Nobody saw it. Because, so now this kind of to me just goes to show, Imran Khan says, watch Artugrul, sets the context, tells people कि इस ज़ाविया नज़र से आप इस चीज़ को देखेंगे तो फिर आपको समझ आएगी. अब वो हम टीवी जो है वो उनने एक ही ज़ाविया नज़र दिया हुआ है कि भाई आप ये हमारी इंटरनल डोमेस्टिक पॉलिटिक्स ही देखते रहें, हमारे ये चलते हैं फैमिलीज़ के बीच में, ये चलते रहते हैं. उसके बीच में आप अर्तुगरुल फिट करते हैं, योर ऑडियंस जस्ट रिजेक्ट्स इट. दे लाइक ओह where did this come from? I'm not looking at this narrative. The narrative and the context that was set earlier for this channel has just been destroyed. So what you've done is you've spoon-fed people into watching a certain type of thing, not created the context, not challenged your audience, and now they're like stuck in the same type of cycle and not challenging themselves intellectually, emotionally, and broadening their horizons. So
bro, to hell with the challenges. वो
Yeah.
तो एक बहुत बाद में. This is really toxic. If you think about the storylines and what the audience is being fed is the fact that there are only problems in a household and how to deal with those problems. I would like to see, look, drama jo hai na, I was speaking to somebody about it and it just made complete sense because I said it and I didn't know what I was talking about, but it made sense. Sometimes
Okay.
that happens too. I was like, drama is actually a genre.
Okay.
But we have taken that as like a form of TV. Think about it. Because that's all we work on. Just drama. There are other genres we should explore. For example, action. जो
Yeah.
थोड़ा बहुत अर्तुगरुल के अंदर था. For example, emotional, romantic type of shit. जो अर्तुगरुल के अंदर था. थोड़ा सा ड्रामा. यानी कि एक थोड़ा सा कुछ अलग साइड पे भी जाके देखते हैं.
Yeah.
और आई फील लाइक ये इतना टॉक्सिक हो चुका है सारा जो कि लड़ाई झगड़े cheating and all of that, and I feel like that it's brainwashing a lot of children and people and women in the house who are watching these shows, and like every single time, like and by the way, people are hooked, including my parents, bro. My dad comes home from work early so he can catch the drama at the right time. You need to
Amazing.
understand the level of
Same is the case with my mom.
हाँ
Yeah.
सही है. So they do it, and every single time I walk by, अगर मैं पानी शानी पीने जा रहा हूँ किचन के अंदर और वो बैठे हुए ड्रामा देख रहे हैं, तो 9 out of 10 times कोई ऐसा सीन चल रहा होगा जिसमें कोई ना कोई रो रहा होगा. And for the life of me, I fail to understand how do they carry so much emotion in one freaking story continuously.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what is so wrong with everybody's lives that are being represented. This is a problem of a desi household. It's not realistic. Moreover, it's toxic. People should explore new concepts, please. And
Yeah.
I feel like Imran Ashraf
Yeah.
did something really nice. It was like a romantic
Ranja Ranja?
comedy.
Oh.
Ranja Ranja.
Yeah.
Kya hua?
Oh, I was just thinking. That's me. When I look that way, I'm thinking.
Oh,
It's not like there's something there.
is it always the right
This
side?
sometimes happens. Sometimes it's the left, sometimes it's the right. I've been told that if you look at the left side, you're lying because your
I've been
creative
told
side of the
same
brain
thing.
is being accessed.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's like
I've been told that
lateralization
as
in the
well.
brain. But sometimes I look to think, and people just go like, "Kya?" I'm like, "No, I was just thinking, bro."
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying Ranja Ranja.
Ranja Ranja की मैं
Yeah.
बात कर रहा था. But now just yeah. I mean,
Imran
like,
Ashraf, man. He's doing a feature film.
is he?
Yeah.
Which one?
I did a small cameo in it. This is
No way.
Adnan Siddiqui's produced it.
Okay.
And he's the main lead, and he's the main lead, not like the most amount of screen time. He is the man to aspire, and like, because he's not playing that usual weird crazy character of his.
Okay.
So it's a great departure, and it's great to see him actually like take these kind of risks.
And he's worthy of it.
yeah.
I'm
Great
sure
actor.
he did justice to that. Because what he did in Ranja Ranja was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah. I wanna see, you know, our generation or somebody creating films that really inspires the youngsters into thinking more than just your, as you said, political issues, yeah, घर के मसले. इससे बाहर निकल के there's a world of possibilities outside of the household, outside of the bubble everybody puts us in and keeps us and tries to keep us in there because of some cultural compulsions or religious compulsions that I'm sure we cannot openly talk about,
Yeah.
but it is a fact.
There's a way to talk about it.
हाँ, I'm sure.
And that way has to be kind of like in a way that you're
बहुत
not
ठेस उर्दू
preaching.
में मूरू के ख्यालात पे
हाँ ठेस उर्दू कर दो ना, तो
हाँ.
जो लोग जो जरा थोड़े ignorant लोग होंगे वो वैसे alienate हो जाएंगे और छोड़ देंगे वीडियो को.
Hey guys, you're watching the Honest Hour Clips channel. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. और अगर आप लोगों को ये original podcast देखनी है तो find the link in the description.
Same.